Hey guys, what's up? It's our favorite day of the week. I know you guys love this stretch session. So today we are doing a little bit of balance, which means that we are bringing our life, our minds back to balance, and as well as actually doing some balancing work. So it's not going to be too strenuous, so don't worry, a lot of stretching. So first off, I just want to get us just nice and, warmed up a little bit, whatever you've been doing this week. So we're just going to do some side stretches, side to side. You're going to enjoy this 28 minutes with me. We're going to have so much fun, and we're going to get prepared for the new week. Okay, so that's it. So just taking it over from side to side. Maybe you've got some pains or just some clicks that we need to get out. No problem. Let's take it over to the side and just hold that stretch for me. So keep your chest lifted in this position. We are working on stretching the inside of our thighs, and it's 28 minutes, guys. You can get through 28 minutes, no problem. And let's drop it over to the other side. We're gonna kind of flow today. The wind is going. We're gonna feel so great and just balanced, okay? Balance back to where we should be. Sometimes where life is all over the place, and we just need to come back to the center. So let's take it back over to this side. It's kind of like a metaphor right now. We're swaying over from one side and to the other, and let's bring that back to the middle. Okay, so we're gonna take it nice and wide here, and we're just gonna sway from side to side. Bring your hands to heart center. And like I say in these videos, if you ever want to just close your eyes and allow my voice to guide you, I sometimes feel like that's what I do. So no problem, you can join me in that. So that's it, bent legs, bent knees, and just swaying from side to side. Just waking everything up, often we don't get this time to stretch, so enjoy this moment here. Okay, great job. We're gonna come up to the top, and let's just take a very, very slow, that's it, slow squats to get a little bit of active stretching in there as well. Okay, that's it, good job. Take it down, squeeze at the top. Well, everything is nice and slow, so we're just warming up that body, and take it down and bring it up to the top. Okay, slowly walk your feet in together. Okay, we're gonna bring our hands to heart center. So this, we're gonna set our intentions at the beginning, and we're thinking about balance, okay? So life and balance is kind of all over the place, because there is no such thing as complete balance. If you want to be really successful in a business, you have to go full into that. If you want to be successful with your partner or your relationship, you have to go full into that. So that's what we're going to work on today, is being very present in the moment of what we're doing and not having distractions. So we're going to start off just by bringing our balls of your heels up and then taking it down. So working everything on balance. Pull that belly button in, lift up that chest, drop your shoulders away from your ears, holding your hands at heart center, and let's just rocking forwards and backwards, just engaging that core and starting a little bit of that balance work. Now I want you to hold it up the top here. Okay, that's it. So squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in towards your spine, drop your ribs down. And this is what I'm talking about with balance. You have to focus so hard on the one thing that you are doing at that moment, okay? There's another great book that I love called The One Thing, and it is about doing one thing at a time and absolutely excelling at that. So if you're out for dinner with your partner, don't be checking your phone. If you are at work, then you need to be focused at work at that time. So hold up a little bit higher, and then let's release all the way down. Allow those hands to drop, and we're just gonna take it nice and wide here. Bring those shoulders up, drop them away from your shoulders, and just come down gently all the way to the top of your mat. Okay, we're just gonna rock forwards and backwards, so your feet are gonna be a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Your hands are gonna be flat on the mat, and all you're gonna do is lift up those heels and come onto those hands. So this is kind of like a preparation when you're doing handstands, when you're doing headstands. We're doing a little bit of practicing on that today, so if you want to work on that with me, no problem. So that's it. So lift up onto those toes, those hands come up as well, and let's release that head down and do the same thing. So press up onto those toes and come down. Okay, bring your toes lifted up and slip your hands underneath, okay? So your palm of your hand is touching the base of your foot, and just relax your head down really, really heavy. And what you want to do is just want to bring your elbows out to the side as if you're going to be a gorilla. This is what it's called, gorilla pose. So let the head hang really heavy, and then push down into your hands and just try and straighten those legs, with as well keeping a bend in your elbows. That's it. Release everything down, and let's just kind of sway side to side and release your hands from underneath. Walk your feet in and gently come all the way up to the top. That's it. Nice work. Rotate those shoulders, and we're going to come to the top of our mat. Okay, and we're just going to stand at the top of our mat. I want you to get all of your toes, all of your feet really firm down into the ground so that we're getting that balance, that we're getting grounded today. What we're going to do is we're going to walk with our hands all the way to the top of your mat. Okay, we're going to gently bring one knee in, extend it out, and then bring the other knee in. Good job. Okay, so we're just going to warm up a little bit of our legs here, and we're going to take it into some balancing poses in just a moment. But let's stretch out those legs. So this time, send your leg all the way through. Okay, you're going to come up into a lunge. Bring your arms all the way up over the top of your head, and then swoop your lower arm down, and then take it nice and wide. So this is, hold this pose here. This is really great for opening up your chest. You're getting some stretch in your legs as well, and then just slowly look back. Now this is definitely testing your balance, right? You have to focus here to look back, squeeze those thighs together, drop those shoulders down, and breathe in. And as you exhale, just try and twist a little bit further. Good stuff. Bring those arms all the way up over the top of your head, and just bring your hips back slightly. Squeeze those glutes, and we're going to do a little back bend, okay? So just nice and small. We're just getting warmed up, working on that balance again, and then taking it up. Now, if you start to look up and you increase that back bend, you start to feel like a little bit more wobbly. So really squeeze onto those glutes, have those inner thighs together, and just try and each time go a little bit further back. Great job. Okay, take your hands down to the ground. You're going to take your right leg out to the side and then just drop down onto your elbows. So stretching that inner thigh, really getting those muscles to wake up and feel great. Oh yes, I love this pose. If you want to, you can just stay here. That's no problem. If you need more of a stretch, bring down to your elbows. If you've got a block, you can use that too. So that's it. Just hold here. Take an inhale. And exhale. Let it all go and enjoy being in this stretch right now. Okay, put your hands back to the top, and you're going to send your right leg all the way back into that high plank, and then push your hips up to the sky, and then just press your heels into the ground. Okay, we're going to take it the same on the other side. So bring your left knee in and extend out, and the same with your right knee. Bring it in. And let's do one more on either side. Left leg in and right knee in towards your chest. And this time with your left leg, you're going to swoop it all the way through into a low lunge, bringing that knee down to the ground and swooping your arms up, and drop that left arm, look over to your left side, and then lift up. Enjoy that twist. Remember, squeeze those glutes. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, extend your arms in opposite directions, and then slowly look a little bit further back. So you really are working on your balance here, but you're getting a nice stretch at the same time. So let's inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a little bit further. Extend those arms out. And as you inhale, bring those arms all the way up over the top of your head. And let's just take it into a few back bends. So open up that chest, and then take it back, and again open nice and wide, and back up to the sky, and again one more time all the way down, and bring that up. Good job. Okay, we're going to take that foot out to the side and drop down into that runner's lunge. So maybe one side you're feeling like today it's just not doing what it did the other day. You're going to find that depending on the type of workouts we've done that week, you might be more stiff in some areas, you might be looser. It really just depends on what's been going on. So, and it depends how you've slept. It depends how your rest is. It depends what your stress level's like. So just allow that head to drop nice and heavy today, and feel that great stretch on the inside of your thighs. Okay, with your next inhale, bring your hands to the top of the mat and send your left leg all the way back. Have that high plank, and then push down into that downward facing dog. And just take a moment here to pedal out your dog. Push your heels down into the ground, push that chest through, and then look to the top of the mat and step all the way through. Give me a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Just enjoy this moment right here as your back is curved, straightening your hamstrings. And again, rise all the way up to the top and bring your hands to a mountain pose. Bring them all the way through down to Samasthiti here. Okay, so let's come back into the center and we're just going to work on a few balancing poses. We're going to start off with tree pose today. Okay, so we're going to get some great stretches as well on the inside of our thigh here. So what we need to do is bring that knee in towards your leg. Okay, so whether it's here, here, or here, it does not matter. Okay, get comfortable and then bring your hands to heart center. So if you need to bring your foot down to the ground, that's no problem. So you're going to feel the stretch here by pushing that knee to the back wall. Lift up in your chest, drop your shoulders down, squeeze your glutes, and if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, as I say as I'm wobbling, right? Squeeze those glutes, tuck your it's windy here. We're going to bring those arms up over the top of our head, okay? If you don't feel like they're doing that today, no problem. Let's do one more inhale together. And exhale, lower that leg down. That's it. And I like to always in between just to kind of just pedal out my feet. Next exercise, let's bring it over to the other side. So bring that heel up here, bring your hands to heart center, tuck your belly button under and lift up, okay? So balance here, again, you've got to focus on it, stare straight at the screen, stare straight at me at something that's not moving, bring your hands to heart center, and if you want to make that a little bit more challenging, let's bring those arms all the way up over to the top of the head and open up that chest here. That's great. Great, guys. So I know this stuff is a little bit more challenging. I know it's our Sunday stretch, but throughout the rest of the workout and today's session, you're going to be stretching a lot. Bring those hands back to heart center, and we're just going to do a few things to work on that balance. Nothing crazy. A lot of it's just going to be stretching. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left one, okay? So we're going to bring those shoulders up, and we're just going to stay here for a second, right? We're going to bend down into a chair pose, but I want you to stretch out those shoulders. So before we do anything, I'm just bent down, my right arm is underneath here, I'm lifting up, okay? That's where you're gonna feel a nice stretch throughout your shoulders, and we're not gonna add the legs in just yet, so hold this here. You can feel it all across your back through your shoulders. And then if we wanna go a little bit further, bend down, and then take that right leg and wrap it around your left leg. You can either put it down as a kickstand, or you can wrap it all the way around. And just sink down, and really squeeze those legs together. We're trying to get all of those toxins out, working on that balance. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Can you get a little bit lower for me? Lift those shoulders up and release down. Okay, good stuff. Let's take it over to the other side. So this time we're gonna swoop the left arm underneath the right, okay? We're gonna sit down, but we're just gonna hold here. We're not gonna use that leg right now, and just really squeeze your arms together. That's how you're gonna feel that nice stretch across your back. So sit down, take a moment here, enjoy that stretch, and let's add something else. Let's add that leg. Take it all the way around and wrap it around that leg. That's it. So squeeze, tuck that belly in, drop your ribs down, and then sit down a little bit lower. And here we go. Squeeze it here. Get all of those toxins out. Let that stress release. Breathe in and exhale. Drop your hands to the sides. Okay, we're going to take it nice and wide here. We're going to bring those arms over the top of our head and we're going to sway. So I want you to grab hold of your right hand's going to hold of your left wrist, and we're just going to twist over, okay? So we're going to have our legs wide here, they're straight, and then just twist over to the side. And we're going to take this into a balance in a moment, but I just want you to get nice and secure here. So lift up onto that toe and take it down. Let's do that one more time. Lift up and release. One more time. Up. A little bit further over and release down. Okay, let's take it over to the other side. So tuck those bellies in, pull your legs nice and straight, and just twist over to the side. Enjoy. Oh yes, okay, and let's take it up and back again. Up onto that toe, twist that body a little bit further, and one more time, all the way. Twist it, and drop it down. Okay, release those arms to the side. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to twist a little bit further. So come to the edge of the left side of your mat, arms up over the top. We're going to grab hold of the left wrist with our right arm, and this time as you go up, you're going to go a little bit further. You're going to lift that leg up and then just pull up throughout that spine, up through the chest, and take it down a little bit further. And bring it back, working on that balance. Okay, so making sure those hips are on top of each other. Lift up here, take it down, and bring it back. That's it. Let's take it 2 more times. So lift up, over to one side, and again, and this time we're going to hold it. So pull up in that supporting leg, twist, lift, and release. Okay, you can really feel that stretch even more when you are working on that balancing pose. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So arms up over the top of our head, grab hold of that wrist, and let's twist over to one side and lift up and balance. That's it. Hold it here. Take it again. Lift all the way through. Open that chest, and again. Okay, one more time. We're going to hold it this time. So lift up through the leg, pull up in the spine, and tilt over to the side, stretching that side body, and release down. Okay, good stuff, everybody. We're going to take a triangle pose. So first of all, we're going to start in warrior 2. So we're just going to bring our arms out to the side, and we're going to straighten that leg and bend. Okay, so just getting a little bit of active stretching here. So bend that front leg and stretch it. Let's go again. Bend and straighten. Woo, keep the chest is lifted. My back leg is staying straight the whole time. And open that chest. And one more time, let's hold this stretch here. We're going to go into an extended side angle first. So twist down, open up that chest. Really pull up rather than thinking about dumping down to get down to the ground. I want you to think lifted as much as you can. Pushing the knife edge of your left foot into the mat. Breathe in, and let's take it over to that reverse warrior. So just stretching the other side of the body, and let's bring it back into warrior 2. Straighten that leg, and let's take it into triangle. So just how we did before, but without that bent leg, okay? So important here to just really lift up throughout the chest. Okay, are you ready to take it to the next step? Yes, we're gonna bend that leg again. We're going to go into that extended side angle with a bent leg, and what we're going to do is push up and then extend that leg through. That's it. So holding it out here, pull up into that belly, open the chest, have a flexed left foot, and hold for 3, 2, 1, and gently go back into your warrior 2. Okay, good work. We're going to release everything down to the ground. That's it. So just sway from side to side. Oh yes, feels so good. Woo! And we're going to take it over to the other side. So arms out to a T, come all the way up to the top, and let's take it over to a warrior 2 on the other side with that left knee bent. So bend and straighten those glutes. That's it. Arms extended and out to the side, all the way through. We've got this, guys. You've got to give your body the time to repair, try something new. Let's do one more. Hold it here. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh. And now extend towards that front arm and take it into an extended side angle. So arm is lifted to the sky. Lift up throughout your chest. Have a bent knee. Your right leg is straight. And arm is shooting straight up to the sky. Either look at me or look straight up to the sky. Okay, we're gonna come up gently. We're gonna straighten that front leg. And again, we're gonna do the same again with a straight leg. So triangle pose. So lift up, really feeling a great stretch within those thighs, our glutes. And inhale. Bring those arms up. Like, let's take it into a bend, and we're gonna go up onto the other side. So up you go, lift that right leg up, flex your foot, and extend your arms nice and wide. And we're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1, and gently release down into your warrior 2. Pivot both feet towards me. Bring your hands behind your back. Open up that chest. Slight bend in your knee. And then just open, twist from side to side. Ooh, yes, okay. Dip it all the way down. Arms over the top of your head. Breathe. And release those hands down. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit of balancing, maybe trying out a headstand. Okay, so if you want to do that, great. If not, no problem. So I'm just going to demonstrate. First of all, I'm going to start actually going this way. My mat's a little bit heavier. So I'm going to put my head straight down onto the mat, okay? So what I want you to first work on is just lifting those toes up and down. Okay, so lifting up and down. That's it, nice and gentle. And then maybe just talk about one foot and then the other foot, okay? And I've got my hands, I'm going to show you this way so that you can see. I've got my hands directly like a shelf right here, okay? And my legs are out to the side and I'm just lifting one up at a time until I can lift both up and squeeze, okay? So all it is just lifting one leg at a time, and I'm really using my abs. And as I come down to the ground, okay, my abs are so engaged. I'm not just gonna plonk straight to the ground. Everything is controlled here. So you can practice that in your own time. It's not easy, it takes a while. But first of all, I just really suggest starting nice and wide, putting your head down on the mat, getting a nice bend in your knee, and just rocking forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards, lifting one leg up at a time, and then squeezing your core so tight that you can just lift both legs up, and eventually you'll have them all the way over to your top of your head. Okay, enough of those headstands. Let's come down to the ground, and let's do a little bit of stretching for those glutes, for the lower body, and some stuff to help balance in with our chest. Okay, so what we're going to do here, done some glute stuff, we're going to bring one leg across to the other, and we're just going to bring, it's a very great stretch that you can do, and let's twist some of those ankles. I know, sometimes trying those headstands, it does take time. You need something that's like soft underneath you. Definitely don't do it on something hard. That's it, so bring that in towards you. And let's release those legs, bring both in together, give yourself a little squeeze, and let's take the other leg, your left leg, over the top, and tuck your hands underneath your right leg. And that's it, and we're just gonna like rotate our ankles here, keep it nice and soft, and just breathe. That's it, just release those shoulders down to the ground. You guys are doing so great. I know it's important to give yourself this time to try something new, to stretch. And so let's bring those knees into the chest, and we're gonna extend those legs all the way to the end. Okay, we're just gonna let our head hang heavy here, okay, with our feet just flopped out to the side. And we're gonna work a little bit on our back and our shoulders, okay? So what we're going to do is, your feet are nice and relaxed. We're just going to lift up here. So I just want you to get the different motions of how you're kind of sitting normally. So working a little bit on this posture, so that's going to help with our balance. So take a moment to look at where your shoulders are. This is where we typically are. Now what we want to do is push your hands into the mat with your shoulders, and then lift up throughout that chest, and then just look kind of straight ahead of you. That's it. So lift up everything. Don't worry about what your legs are doing. That's fine. We're working on that upper body, and you're going to feel a great stretch throughout the back. So let's take it one more time. Let's roll here. And then what we're going to do is going to push and extend all the way up. That's it. Pull your belly button into your spine still. It's kind of like let out. You're not going to feel the whole stretch. So I'm really, really lifted. And that's it. Open the chest. And let's take it all the way down to the ground. We're going to do a gentle roll up to come onto all fours into a high plank, because we're going to go back down to the ground and do some spine work. Okay, yes, so come down to the ground. So when our spine is in line, our balance is in line, our whole heart chakras, everything is in line, you know, we're going to be feeling much better. So let's work a little bit on that spine. So I want you to have your hands nice and wide on the outside of your mat, and you're going to be on the tippies of your fingertips, okay? And all I want you to do is you're going to push down and lift all the way up. That's it. Keep your feet together, your glutes are nice and squeezed, and let's take it all the way down to the ground. That's it. So zip those feet together, squeeze those glutes, look forward, and then push down into the mat and lift all the way up to the top. Okay, that's it. We're so close to finishing this workout, guys. You're doing so amazing, but I want you to get these final stretches so that we can really maximize this next week and get some great results without damaging our body. Okay, so this time you're gonna put your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You're gonna push all the way up to the top, and let's twist, look towards me, and look away from me. And then one more time, look towards me and away from me. Okay, you're gonna push back into a child's pose. I'm gonna teach you one more little balancing trick, okay? And then we're gonna do our last stretch together. So just give this a go. It takes time. You wanna make sure that your hands are nice and flat on the mat. Now you're gonna use your hands as grips. Like, think about like Alfie's little claw hands, like gripping into this mat. You're gonna come up onto a downward dog. You're gonna walk your feet in towards you, okay? You're gonna bend your elbows, okay? So I got a grip here on my mat. My elbows are bent, okay? And all I'm doing is I'm gonna rock forwards, okay? I'm gonna rock forwards and grab hold of my mat and lift up one foot and then lift up the other foot. That's it. You're gonna start right here. That's all I want you guys to do, okay? And then over time, once you've got comfortable, you can lift up both legs, okay, and hold here. So first of all, just work on, just like we did before, rocking forwards and backwards and getting your knee to hit between your elbow and your shoulder, okay? So have a little play around, have fun with it, make sure that you're really using your fingers as a grip, lift up and down. Don't worry, you're not gonna fall all the way forward as long as you pull up into your spine. Okay, great. So let's extend one leg out to the side and just enjoy this last little stretch. I know, guys, I've got you on your head and on your balancing on your arms. You're just like, what is going on? So let's lift up that arm, take it over to the side, stretching out that leg. Now let's go towards it. Rest your head all the way down as far as you can go. And what you're gonna do this time is you're gonna extend your arm around. So really getting that chest expansion as well, working on your shoulders. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, just take it a little bit further. Good stuff. Okay, let's take it over to the other side. So, arm is over to the side first, hips are facing me. We're gonna take it over, release there, that was my hairpin. And let's take it towards our leg. So take it all the way down this way. And now I want you to take your right arm, put it on your left leg, and twist the other arm all the way round to the side. So you are stretching your leg, you're opening up your chest. Breathe in, and exhale, release that head down. Okay, great job. You're gonna bring both feet together. Our last stretch, lift your arms all the way up to the top, take it down, your head to knee connection, and this time, just try and like wiggle your feet a little bit further so that you're gonna extend your chest forward and then release down. One more time, extend that chest forward and release all the way down. Gently come all the way up, cross your legs, come to seating with me, and there we go. There's a few things about balance. It's not easy, just like doing a headstand or crow pose is not easy. It takes practice, it takes time. But if you really focus at one thing at a time, you can be successful in that. So remember that for this week. That is all of our challenge. It's called Balance. I have a great book called The One Thing that I've read that also helps you with that if you're struggling. So thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait for us to join us next day. Bye-bye.